You know, they say you can't beat the classics, and most of the time, that's true. And if it were the classics against Motu Revolutions today, it would probably be a blowout because I'm kind of lukewarm on this line, but it's not. It is Matty Toy / Super 7. I think the ones I'm doing is still Matty Toy, but it's still Four Horsemen who did both sculpts against Revelations, which is one of my favorite lines to collect right now, besides NECA and Marvel Legends and DC Multiverse. In fact, this figure, without a doubt, is going to make my top 10 list. Today, on Matchup Monday, we have Master of the Universe versus Masters of the Universe. It's going to be Revelations. No. It's going to be Masterverse against Matty Toy Collector's relaunch of He-Man. Today on Toy Gains. Hey! Oh! Toy Gains! Toy Gains! Okay, as always, in some of these I have gone and repainted and added some details. I'm going to leave that within the contest rules, so to speak. That's the contest, or my judgment of the figures. I even added some dry brushing silver around the old Matty Toy. We're going to have Matty Toy on the left side, the new Masterverse on the right side. Now, first glance, they look real close. But what bugs me is two things. I know it's an accessory, and I usually don't factor in accessories with the critiques. But this big, someone fell, this giant size, over-exaggerated gun, I really hate. I also dislike the orange Oompa Loompa skin tone. Now, I know it makes him look more, I guess, unnatural and robotic, but Manny Faces is kind of a combination of all. That's why, you know, he turns into a monster and a robot back to a man. However, I do like how this plugs in the back. This briefcase has like a Zartan thing going on with different faces, so you can have 6 total. That is pretty damn cool. In fact, my favorite face is now the skull face of all of the faces, then the monster face. But having said that, even still, I like when trucks speed down my road at 110 miles per hour. However, first of all, I like how the pecs are still showing, and I don't like how they went metal here. There's something about this classic body mold that just is, it just looks better on the character. Makes him look a little more, I don't know. I don't want to say menacing. It's just a better look. Sometimes you don't have the perfect answer. So we're going to go with Matty Collector, Manny Faces for round 1. For round 2, I thought going into this, Beastman growing up as a kid, let me tell you, my favorite character. Something about an orange beast dude running around. I know Skeletor picked on him a lot, but I'm just talking about the toy. In the cartoon, I can't remember. I know the toy was my absolute favorite. Him and Trapjaw all day, every day, were my favorite 2 villains as a toy. And I still, of these 2, I prefer this head sculpt. It's much more menacing looking and scary. I wish I could get that head on there, but I don't want to ruin that figure because they keep shooting up in value. I do like this bigger, more menacing body on Beastman. You want him to be a beast. If we could take a hero character, you could see how he's bigger. He dwarfs over the Matty Toy one. I really like this. I didn't think I would. I also prefer a club to the whip. I like this a lot. I didn't think I would. And it's almost an easy choice. It's funny, when they're separated on the shelf, I always assume I like this one better, the classic. Having them both next to one another, I definitely prefer the Masterverse. And this is also helpful because I'm not saying to let me persuade you, but this is cheaper to pick up. You can find him right now at Target for $8. That's a steal. So you don't have to hunt that one down because this is the better one. Whereas the other one, you might want to hunt that Manny Faces down. And there's room for improvement here because this is painted a little nicer. You can add a little paint there and a little paint around that belt. I might do that tonight for some fun. So round 2, Masterverse. So we were at 1-1. It's getting good. Here we have Ram Man. Now, I mean, this I really like this figure a lot. I like the way the articulation is hidden within that rubber here. I talked about this in my review of him. But for all the reasons why I just preferred that Beast Man, I have to go back and give it to the Matty toy figure. This guy is too tiny. He looks ridiculous. Look at Beast Man. He'll beat the shit out of him, man. I mean, I know he can ram him in the gut. This Ram Man, it's not a disappointment. It's a fun little figure. I just think he's too tiny. I don't know. That is just so much better. This might be the best figure of all the Matty Toy He-Man figure. I just love this big bulk. He looks like the Hulk or Juggernaut. You know, I love the way how big and bold the belt with the skull looks. I will say this looks a little more elegant. However, that's not enough. I do like the way that comes down. I'm not going to lie. That does look good. And I like the points it comes to on the skirt. Whereas this is just flush. But that's not enough to sway my decision. Definitely going with the Matty Toy. So we are up 2-1. Matty Toy to Masterverse. Here we have another one with that Beastman effect. Where on the shelf, I absolutely love my Matty Toy Whiplash. I love the softness of that green and the darkness of this green here. I love his head sculpt. This guy, though, what's cool about him is you could take this off and take that off and have a classic look. I might do that. And you could pop this helmet on. You know, I thought this is a great accessory, too. I know accessories weren't a part of it. You know, I thought I was going to really give it to that classic Whiplash. And that's a fantastic figure. Let's get this off real quick. I wish I had some the Jeopardy music. Do 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 do. I don't want to break this strap. You know, New York summer is weird, man. New York summer, just when you think it's going to be fall and Dunkin' Donuts busts out that pumpkin spice, boom, you're sweating your nuts off a week later. Every freaking year. I know it's only August, but, you know, but it is hotter. Remember they used to say hotter than the Dickens? That's what our, you know, someone used to say back in the day. Ah, look at this. I didn't even know it can look this cool. So there we have more classic. I like this. I like how you can get him. I'll stand him straight up. He is a beast of a figure too. I like the crouch because it makes him more look like the Lizard from Spider-Man. Like the dude has issues like, not that he has issues, but he is a lizard man. He shouldn't have perfect posture, in my opinion. Yeah, I thought there's another one where I thought it was going to be a blowout. I like the new one. I like the options. I think it's badass. Now, granted, that might be a better figure, but this one's more fun. We got a 2-1. Masterverse, baby. I'm kind of glad. I might be able to sell those. I stand corrected. I think it's 2-2. So we had Beastman, Whiplash, Manny Faces, Ram Man. It is 2-2. This is not, it's not even close though on this one. And there's a few reasons. This classic buck just lends himself to a big powerhouse guy like Fisto here. This looks better than that, in my opinion. This actually looks pretty good though. That looks good. So what am I going to do? It is now, this is so much better. The straps are painted in black. These are unpainted. Left a lot of details out on that one. They kind of just chinched out on that one. I mean, that could be fixed with paint, granted. But this is just a more imposing buck. This guy looks tiny. Looks like he's on the bad end of his career. You know what I mean, so to speak? So, if that happens, we have Matty Toy with Fisto, Matty Toy with Ram Man, and Matty Toy with Manny Faces against Masterverse Beastman and Masterverse Whiplash. I know most of you are going to see that Matty Toy one and think, oh, that's a classic, that one, that. Because when this figure burst on the scene, everybody kind of lost their shit. But I knew I was going to like this figure better. I already discussed these about a year ago. I like the way this buck has that big, heaving, bulky chest. It reminds me of the old He-Man. And his chest is different than, say, Manny Faces. That's what's kind of cool about Masterverse, is the different bucks. I like that he's the biggest dude on the team, on the good guys. This dude can go head-to-head with Beastman. You know what I mean? Like, he could fucking throw down with him. Whereas this guy, you know, I like that He-Man can't get thrown around. He's a bigger dude. So it is 3-3. What am I going to do? Do I have two figures on the shelf I can go to for a tiebreaker? I didn't think I was going to have to run back downstairs to the basement. Oh, boy. You know what? I have to run downstairs. But what if they're both the same, too? We are in a conundrum. Wait. You know what we'll do? That's not going to help either. Let me see. Be right back. Okay, I know how we're going to do this. Of the winners, I'll pick my favorite, and that's who it will be today. Because it's tied 3-3. I usually have 5 figures. I'm an idiot. I had a 14-hour workday. So, my favorite figure between both lines, and now this was a nice close contest. So, don't feel guilty for owning either or. But my winner, because of this is my favorite figure of the group, this is the must-own Ram Man. He is so unique and so cool and so chunky. I like chunky dudes. Jesus Christ. But I like chunky figures. He's a chunky boy. So, by that decision, it's going to go to Matty Toy. Thank you for watching Matchup Monday. I'll be back again next week with another one. I'll have another video later in the week. Please like and subscribe. Please hit that stupid notification bell and drop a like, because if not, I'm not here to get paid, but I'm here to get paid in knowing that people like my content. If I'm just, you know, talking into the fucking wind, I'm a crazy person. I'm the crazy old man in the street talking to a tree. Don't make me talk to a tree. Take care. Have fun.